Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's 11 p.m. on February 4th, 2022. And French Fries is here. We have 2,065 subscribers. I'm waiting for more of you guys in the Discord chat, the members only Discord, to join up. I have something to share with you, French Fries. I'm going to send it in the Discord chat, but I want to wait till you and Fast and maybe Fight Life is in here. I have a pretty cool screenshot to show you. I think you like it. You like it? I got a couple SpongeBob shirts. All right, guys, get ready to go check your Discord. Yeah, right as I sent that message, I had just started the stream, so kind of. All right, guys, go check the Discord. I'm sending you a screenshot. How crazy is this? I responded, and go check this out. You guys pointed it out to me. Thank you for the response on the shirt. And it says "Ride or Die Forever." SpongeBob and Patrick. Guys. You guys can thank. Yesterday you had to thank French Fries. Today you can thank Fast. He told me, get on the stream. Get on the stream. And now I'm here. We can talk about whatever. I put a couple things in the title that I know you guys would like. It says "Ride or Die, friends." Oh yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. I was trying to read it backwards in the camera, and forgot what it said that quick. I can catch these later streams. Fight Life Nation. Imagine he hops on the stream. Yeah, that'd be crazy, dude. That is wild. That is wild. Like that. Somebody who has such a big following online is watching my video. It's just wild to me. I appreciate everyone watching the videos, but it's just I literally cannot believe the type of we have one subscriber. We have one subscriber that I believe has like 500,000 subs or almost 600,000 subs. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm responding. Tell him to hop on the stream. Or is that kind of weird? Yeah, that's probably kind of weird. Okay. Askarov fighting is fighting right now. What do you mean he's fighting right now? Imagine. Okay, I was tempted to tell him that, but I'm not going to. I think that's a little bit weird. There we go. I responded. That's pretty cool. That is pretty wild. French Fries, you pointed that out to me. You pointed that out to me, and otherwise, I may have not noticed it. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Okay, I told him to go stop in. Let's see if he does. But that is crazy. Okay, so let's get to the MMA related questions. We could talk about Max Holloway, whether or not he's healthy or not. I put UFC 272 sucks. Sean O'Malley. I would have known he had a lot of subs and not seen him before. Dude, you're always filling me in on certain things. But the man's a chiropractor or whatever. That's pretty crazy. Working on celebrities all the time. Okay, I get his UFC polls and my recommendations. Sean O'Malley getting stretchered out of the octagon. Okay, I already did that. What do we talk? I've been listening to music for 4 hours. That's wild. Fast. Well, you asked for a stream. We had a hilarious stream last night. If you guys have not, he's fighting on the LFA card. What do you mean, Askarov? My Wi-Fi is garbage. No big deal, man. This is just a random stream we're doing. I'll be streaming tomorrow for the fight night card. But I'm sure we can find plenty. We built the world's worst fighter last night. Let's see let's see what we ended up with. I'm going to read to you guys what we built the worst possible fighter, and I'm going to read to you what it was. Let's take a look. If you guys didn't see it in my community tab, it was Sean O'Malley's legs. I was doing stuff in Unity until you started streaming. Okay, I see. Askar. Oh, yeah, see, I was messed up with the names. But anyway, let's read this real quick. Sean O'Malley's legs, Tyron Woodley's ribs, James Vick's chin, Ben Askren's hands, the Beats cardio, CM Punk's fight IQ, Cynthia Calvillo's heart. She quit on a stool in the middle of the fight. Michael Bisping's eye set, Alexi Olynyk's head movement, Sam Alvey's record, which was just funny. Somebody commented on there and said, you know, there's guys with worse records than Sam Alvey. Yeah, dude, we're having fun here. Come on now. Calm down. Francis Ngannou's knees, Miesha Tate's footwork and stance. And that's our fighter right there. That's our worst fighter ever. Stay hydrated, guys. I had no idea, Big Rocker Johnson. I had no idea that anybody was fighting tonight. So that was news to me. We'll be watching. I can't believe, I know tomorrow's a fight card, but I can't believe we're a week away from 271. Izzy versus Whitaker 2. It just seems like it's been in the making for so long. Let's look up Tapology real quick. We'll talk about the card tomorrow since I've seen Fight Life asked about it. I don't know how long we'll be on here tonight because I'm a little bit tired, but we'll see. Last night we ended up with a crazy stream. I was laughing my ass off last night. Okay. We can talk about Sean O'Malley getting stretchered out. Should TKZ be pulled since Max supposedly is cleared? Yes, but it's not as simple as just a yes or no answer. I mean, if TKZ, let's say he came to the United States to get in a training camp or he switched his life around, I don't think it's right for the UFC to pull it out from underneath of him. They should have waited. And then if they did wait, they would have been able to, find out about Max Holloway's health status before they go and book, whatever fight for the featherweight, featherweight title. And I made a video about it, guys. There's a video on my channel called, basically the Korean Zombie steps in. I have at UFC 273, and I have two big problems. And I go over in that video basically how the UFC should, instead of, rushing into it, they should have waited to see what happened with Giga Chikadze versus Calvin Kattar. And they should wait to see, how long is Max Holloway going to be out? That's what he should have done. And, I mean, the UFC announced his fight cards a month out. I mean, Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal just got announced. And it's 4 weeks away. So they announced it, 6 weeks out? And why not just wait a little bit longer, wait 2-3 weeks? Because now there's just so many problems. I wanted to make a video about it today, but I didn't have a chance. There's just so many problems. Imagine Volkanovski wins, but he comes out injured. He's got to sit out for 6 months. Imagine Korean Zombie wins. Imagine Volkanovski, it's just too much. It's just too much. Imagine, even if he wins and he comes out unscathed, best case scenario, end of year for the Max Holloway trilogy. We were supposed to get it at the beginning of this year. It's just not cool at all. It's not cool at all. And it sucks. It sucks really bad because I just want to see some finality. I don't care if Volk wins, Max wins. I need to see some finality to the featherweight belt. Everyone's constantly complaining. And, constantly complaining that Max won the second fight. Some people even think Max won the first fight, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. And I just wish we could see them just run it back one more time and then end it, end this controversy of Max is the uncrowned champ, which I don't personally believe, but a lot of people do. And that second fight was really close. Not to mention the Korean Zombie just got destroyed by Brian Ortega not that long ago. I love the Korean Zombie, but a win over Dan Ige is not enough to get you a title shot. It's just not. It's just not enough. Okay, I was doing stuff in Unity. Okay, read that. How bad is tomorrow's card? The co-main is 2 prospects from the Contender Series. Yeah. Tomorrow's card, as I would always say, leaves a lot to be desired. Absolutely a lot to be desired. Soriano versus Maximov. Ugh. I mean, I'm a hype for Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Carlston Harris. I don't know why that's not the co-main. Sam Alvey versus Brendan Allen. Not that great. Not that great at all. Then you have Brian Battle, Trayshawn Gore. I know people are interested in it. I did a prediction video just because of the Ultimate Fighter, the real Ultimate Fighter finale. But those two guys are far from a finished product. And honestly, with their skill sets, I don't know if, I know the UFC level, the barrier of entry has dropped over the years. But I don't know. They're barely belonging right now, in my opinion. The rest of the card is just, ugh. Nothing's got super compelling for me. The two fights that I'm most interested in, you guys already know. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Carlston Harris, which I love that fight. I think that's a great matchup. And also the main event, Sean Strickland versus Jack Hermansson. Fight Life. I'm surprised you're openly criticizing the card when you were defending 272, which is, I know 272 is much better than this card, but 272 is also, let me get in here. I didn't put all my predictions in, apparently. Okay. Let's take a look. I think that's what I did. Oh, okay. Dude, my Wi-Fi is terrible. Where did you say you were at, Fast? I just saw you in the Discord chat. It's sad that Max won't fight probably for a while. And then if Max takes a fight in the meantime, he could knock off another contender that Volkanovski could fight after he fought Max. Or if Max knocks off a contender, or if Max gets knocked off, you know what I mean? Imagine Max says, okay, I'm going to take another fight in the meantime. I'm going to fight, whoever, and he loses. That would suck. I mean, I know it's a sport, and whoever would get the win would be a big win. But it's one of those things. There's so many different variables when it comes to that. Let's see. I think homework, you said something up here. Actually, let me turn on live chat. For some reason, it's always in top chat. At my secondary residence, if that makes sense. That makes very much sense. Guys, by the way, I forgot to ask, please like the stream. Run up the likes on the stream. That's how we get more people in here. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the stream. That helps a lot. From what I've heard, that helps a lot. That's why I'm always asking you guys to do it. It helps promote the stream to other people. Then other people join. Then the stream grows. Last night, the stream was jumping. Was absolutely jumping last night. One of the fighters fought on elevated night. It's okay. 5 in the morning watching your channel from Denmark. Great to see your channel grow. Thank you, DAA, man. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you very much, DAA. Watching me at 5 a.m. is something I could never imagine. I greatly appreciate you. And I hope you're enjoying it, man. I do these live streams for you guys. I enjoy it. I have fun. Stream like, what's up? I have fun doing this. And we talk about stuff. I do all these videos and all these different things. But, I like to get on here and we can really have a conversation about stuff that I haven't talked about yet. Like, I didn't get to make that Max Holloway video today. I would have liked to, but now I almost feel like it's too late to make the video. It might be better for Max if he doesn't fight. Dude took some damage and might need a break. Thoughts on the new season of Tough? I was already off Tough, long ago. I'm not a big fan of the Ultimate Fighter in general. And you're looking at two coaches who don't intrigue me at all. So for me, I probably won't be watching. I didn't watch with Volkanovski and Ortega. So like, is Pena and Nunes going to really compel me? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to compel me. So, you guys have to let me know. Maybe I'll do a poll in a little bit. Are you watching the new season of Tough? We should have done Roxanne Modafferi's record. My new profile picture is gold. Yes, it is fast. I like it quite a bit. I like it quite a bit. I love 272 as far as fights. I agree with you. It's on not having multiple big fights. Yeah, and it should. For with tax, it's $80. I think it's $81 or something. So, for that quality of card for $82, I think is the UFC testing their boundaries. I think it should be stacked a little bit more with a little bit better fights. I think they're really. I think I'm wondering. I have a theory that I was thinking about. The reason Colby and Jorge fights seem to never come to fruition with other people, with each other, is because contract issues. So hear me out for a second. And maybe I'm dead wrong. I'm just, off the top of my head on these streams, I just come up with shit, and we're just kind of having a conversation here. What if the UFC, to get this deal done between these two guys, they really needed the main event? What if they're like paying them really good on the back end as far as pay-per-view points? So the UFC doesn't want to make the card too great for fear, if they put Nate Diaz versus Poirier on there, it's gonna end up paying out more. Does that make sense? And in turn, Jorge Masvidal and Colby like the deal they got because they're like, oh, we can sell this pay-per-view. This is going to be a big pay-per-view. I wonder if that's how the deal was structured on higher pay-per-view points. That's what I'm wondering. That's just a theory I have in my head. I'm not necessarily saying I even believe that it's true, but it's just an idea that I had. The UFC will structure deals like, look, we're only going to pay you $100,000, but you're going to get $5 for every pay-per-view sale. Something like that. I'm just making up numbers there. So, Max already beat like the entire top 5. That's a thing. In the middle of nowhere, and we can't get great Wi-Fi. That sucks, man. That sucks. I think not having good internet is worse than having, I think it's worse than having no internet almost. Thank you, Constantly Growing. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a member. Let me see if I got those new badges yet. Doesn't look like it, but let's take a look. Why hasn't this guy messaged me back? It's been 2 days almost now. I know he's on a different time span, but do you think Whitaker versus Adesanya is the best main event matchup that is currently booked? Not about hype, just the actual matchup. No. But close, very close. For me, the best matchup that's set up right now is Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje, but Whitaker Adesanya 2 is number 2 on that list. So, yes, I would rank it in levels of excitement. I'd rank Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje as far as style matchups. I'm so excited because this storyline is great. That's number 1. Number 2 would be Whitaker versus Adesanya 2. And then 3 would be Yuri versus Glover. Let's see. Let's continue. I hope that answered your questions. Alexei Oleinik booked against Ilir Latifi at UFC on ESPN 33 in March. Does anybody truly care? I know why you're telling me, but it's one of those things. I'm not trying to sound rude to you, but does anyone care about Alexei Oleinik versus Ilir Latifi? But I know why we were talking about him recently. He had a fight coming up, and it was canceled because of an injury or something. Tough is so stale and has been since they went to Fox and did the live talk. Ugh. Let's see. Thank you, Garrett Lake, for the super chat, man. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate the super chat. Every dime goes back into the channel, man. I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Every dollar counts, and it goes right back into the channel. And I can't say it enough. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get to your question here in a second. I just don't want to. The YouTube live chat for me on my end is kind of weird. So sometimes it'll jump down. Sounds like something Dana would do. The UFC has to put out one pay-per-view a month, 48 events a year to honor the ESPN contract. The UFC doesn't get a cut of the pay-per-view anymore. They have a flat rate from ESPN. I'm familiar with that. But that doesn't change the fact that, if they don't build these cards, and ESPN ain't getting their pay-per-view money, there's going to be some backlash. And also, you got to satisfy the fans. They don't always care about stacking the card. I agree. Would love to see Khamzat versus Usman. I would absolutely kill to see that matchup. We actually did a stream last night, Garrett, and again, thank you for your super chat, where we talked about, there's some talk recently about Kamaru Usman versus Israel Adesanya. And people are saying, talking about that fight and kind of hyping that fight up. And I said, for me personally, Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev is more compelling than Khamzat versus Israel. We had about 30 to 40 people in here last night. I did a poll. The vast majority said they are more interested in Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat than Kamaru Usman in a super fight against Israel Adesanya. For me, I want that Khamzat fight. Khamzat has to get a good win against like Gilbert Burns, who I think he's going to fight in April. If he beats Gilbert Burns, then he has to fight for the title. A win over Gilbert Burns is enough in my book to earn a title shot, especially when the entire top 5 has been beaten by Usman about 65 times. And I hope that we see it at the end of this year. Garrett. For me, it's probably Islam Beneil. I'm super excited for that. Oleinik in his prime. I'll send you more soon. Just landed a great job. Congratulations, Garrett, on the new job, man. Hey, everyone in the chat, we did this before. Everybody in the chat, please congratulate Garrett on the new job, man. I'm so happy for you, and I appreciate your support of the channel, man. Joe, what do you think UFC would pay Usman and Adesanya to fight? I feel like it's the fight to make after 12th February. If Adesanya wins and Usman wins versus Edwards, both divisions are locked by them. I don't think it's the fight to make. I think the Khamzat fight is the fight to make. I don't know who Israel fights. I hope they kind of give Alex Pereira a path to that middleweight title that avoids like Marvin Vettori. He's going to have to win some fights, but I want to see that Adesanya versus Pereira fight very soon. Look at the chat, man. Look at the chat for Garrett right there. Look at the chat for Garrett. Appreciate you guys. But I wouldn't mind seeing Usman versus Adesanya, but I'll tell you 100% right now, if Usman goes to fight Adesanya and Khamzat beats Burns, people are going to be saying Kamaru Usman's ducking Khamzat. Guaranteed it. Guaranteed 100%. 100%. So I hope it doesn't happen. Thank you. Do you think Khamzat versus Usman is a bigger fight than Adesanya's super fight? Yes, I do. That's exactly what I was saying, Tom. I think it's the bigger fight. 100% bigger fight. We'll do another poll. I can do a poll right now. We can test it again. We tested it last night. There's not as many people in here tonight, but I'll leave it up for a while. Which fight would you rather see? Okay, let's ask it. Usman versus Chimaev. Hold on. Let's just type their full names. Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev. Vote carefully. People's always saying there's a problem with the voting. So both names fit perfectly. So there we go. You guys can vote. You guys can go vote. Everyone congratulating Garrett, man. That's awesome. I love doing that. That's awesome. If Khamzat wins his next fight, there's no way Dana's going to let Usman dodge Khamzat and fight Adesanya. I hope not. I'd rather see the Khamzat fight personally, but we're doing another poll to test it out. Dana's favorite fighter is Khamzat, probably. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, Sinister? Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to vote in the poll, and thank you so much for being a member, Sinister. I greatly appreciate it. If anybody else wants to become a member, the link is in the description. We have loyalty badges, custom emojis, including Khamzat Chimaev, that you can use in the chat and comments. And my personal favorite perk is we have a members-only Discord where we talk about all the latest MMA news stories. You can message me directly, request a video, ask me any question you want. The link is in the description. It's $3 a month. You can cancel anytime. Once you become a member, you will always be a part of the members-only Discord. I voted and it didn't register. See, everyone's always complaining about something with the vote. But yeah, let me do this. I'm going to start doing this more often too, because for some reason on mobile, the link to the membership doesn't work half the time, I've been told at least. So I'm going to post this link. Let me know if you guys can see this link. I'm going to post the membership link in the chat. So let me know if you guys can see that link. I voted different. Does it register? Look at it. Everyone's already voting for Kamaru Usman versus Hamzat. That's the fight. I'm gonna put a poll on the community tab tomorrow. I just always crack up when Usman talks about retirement when asked about Hamzat. Okay. Did you see Costa wants to do boxing now? No, I saw him calling out Marvin Vettori. I was dying laughing when he was talking about how Marvin Vettori doesn't even know how to wear his pants properly. I was laughing my ass off about that. I thought it was hilarious. Let me see. Let me get this up real quick. Yeah, we're slowly. It seems to have worked for me. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure. I became a member on my PC. Yeah, people have complained about not only the membership link not working. I've tested it myself and had trouble before. And then also the super chat not working sometimes. But it is what it is. Matt Neville, thank you for letting me know. I would join, but I'm mad broke. No big deal, man. Appreciate you regardless. It's just an extra thing where I give extra perks. But regardless, just being a part of the live stream is good enough, you know. Maybe one day. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but it's infuriating that they removed the blue join button on mobile. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It just makes it harder for people to join. You know, that's why some people, I thought about starting a Patreon. You know, I think I told you this on Discord. I think I told French Fries. I started thinking about making a Patreon, but the YouTube membership integration on YouTube just makes it so much easier, you know? And eventually, if I can grow this channel to be big enough, you know, maybe not huge, and then I have a decent amount of members too, that's enough income to potentially make YouTube a full-time thing, you know? If I can grow, imagine one day I can have 1,000 members. There you go, right there. Plus ad revenue, plus maybe a sponsor or something like that. It's enough to make YouTube a full-time thing talking about MMA. That is unbelievable to me. That is unbelievable to me. That's funny. That's funny. It seems to have worked for me. A lot of us are getting new jobs. Hope you do too. Okay, that's hilarious. What do you think about Strickland as far as who he can and can't beat at middleweight? Do you like his character or is it a gimmick? So I know some people find Sean Strickland hilarious. He's not, for me, it's not like I dislike him or anything, but he's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? He just says weird stuff. You know, I think it's probably who he is. I think it's a little bit of an exaggeration of who he is. I've learned, you know, over the years, some people maybe aren't completely themselves, but they are more of like an exaggerated version of themselves. You know, I feel like even people, we've talked about this on the streams before. There's people who, even on YouTube, I almost feel like they're playing characters. And it's just weird to me. And I feel like you can see right through it. Like, let me know in the chat right now. Have you ever watched a YouTube channel, whether it be just a regular video or a stream or something, and you almost feel like the person's playing a character and they're not being their true self? It's a weird thing. And I know that's a weird thing to bring up, but I think Strickland is just an exaggerated version of himself. For me, I don't dislike it. I don't really pay it too much attention. It's just like, you know, he's just a little bit strange, and I guess it's the thing that's getting him attention. But for me, you know, and it's always going to be this. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love a decent storyline, a decent personality, but for me, it's all about fighting skills. That's what gets me excited. So for me, Strickland's personality or not his personality, I don't care. I just want to see a good fight most of the time. Like, obviously, some of this stuff adds to it, but at the same time, it doesn't get me all that excited. As far as who can he beat, like realistically, who can he beat? Let's take a look. I'll tell you about the whole top 10. Who can he beat in the top 10? He's not beating Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya would absolutely murk Sean Strickland, probably sleep him badly in the first round. I think Robert Whittaker murks him as well. I think Marvin Vettori murks him as well. I think Jared Cannonier could probably lose to him, but I'd pick Jared Cannonier. I think Derek Brunson takes him down and beats him up probably, but he could probably beat Derek Brunson. That's a close fight. That's a 50-50 fight as far as me choosing. He loses to Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa stops him, and he beats Jack Hermansson. So there you go. He basically loses to everyone in the top 6, everyone in the top 5. He has a good chance against Brunson and a decent chance against Cannonier. I would say, he's okay. I'm not trying to shit on him by any means, but sorry, I kind of got lost in the thing. Sup, Joey, just like the stream. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate it. Strickland takes not giving an F to cringe level. I think he's an exaggeration of his true character. There you go. We're on the same page constantly. I respect his resilience in the cage. Me too. He's trying to be like Colby. Yeah, for me, Colby is not, I know a lot of people just don't like him. And some people love him. For me, it's just, it borders on the verge of not liking him, but he almost makes me not care. It's so cringy. It's so cringy and it's cheat. Like I'm not trying to even disparage WWE, but it's like, back in the day when I used to watch wrestling, you have this new wrestler come in who doesn't, know how to promote himself or whatever back in the day. And it's almost like he's trying to be one of those guys that, it's just bad soap opera acting, for me. It's basically people who can't, he's like one of the wrestlers that wouldn't even make it in WWE because he can't talk very well. He stumbles over his words quite a bit. He makes outlandish statements and everyone knows it's a joke. So for me, I just don't care. But his comments about sparring to death, I think I have CTE, just make me cringe. Yeah, that's awkward. Off to bed, folks. Bye for now. Thank you for stopping by, Garrett. And thanks again for the super chat. You missed my message and a few others. If I missed your message, just send it again, please. Because YouTube, it's hard to explain, but the chat sometimes just jumps down, and then it's like hard to find back where I was. So if you could send it again, French fries, and if I missed anyone else, just send it. I'm sorry, guys. I always try to read every message for while I can. The channel's growing. Eventually, I'm not going to be able to. But I'm trying to read as many messages as I possibly can while the channel's still under 10,000 subs, because soon enough, it's not going to be under 10,000. So if you guys have a question, I missed it, don't spam it like crazy, but feel free to send it, 2 times, and I will see it then. Do you think Connor should train with a new team? Do you think Connor should train with, okay, you messed up your wording there. I thought I was having an aneurysm. Should train with a new team for his comeback. I think he is surrounded by yes men. I agree 100%. Matthew Neville. Agree with you 100%. Surrounded by yes men. John Kavanaugh's telling him he was doing great in the third Poirier fight. If John Kavanagh honestly believes that, I think Connor needs a new coach. I think Connor, nobody else is really saying this. And I know I'm just a small YouTube channel, and I know these big MMA reporters, and also there's a lot of MMA YouTubers that are scared to piss off fan bases. But not only is Connor surrounded by yes men, this man is clearly on drugs half the time. I don't know if it's cocaine, smoking weed, whatever it is. This guy's just doing the wildest stuff, posting the weirdest videos that are always getting pushed around on MMA Reddits. It's a weird thing. What is your 9 to 5? Well, technically, I don't have a 9 to 5. It's not a 9 to 5, but I work in construction and property management as well. Patty says he can be champ right now, but he won't fight Jarrett Gordon because he says he's making more than him. Like, what? Dude, I'm so sick of these guys, and I'm all for fighter pay, but you don't get to say, oh, I'm not fighting this guy unless I get paid more money. Dude, either say you're not getting paid enough, but don't say I'm not getting paid enough to fight this guy because he's too much. I think that it's just a bad look. It's just a bad look. If you think you're being underpaid, you should think you're underpaid regardless of who you're fighting. It's not based off who you're fighting. And also, these guys don't realize, you go out there and you get some quality wins, the UFC has to then pay you more. That's how it works. But the UFC is skimping guys. I'm always on the side of fighter pay. But I think it's a stupid argument to say, oh, well, I'm not fighting that guy. I'd rather fight bums. I'm going to fight nothing but bums because I'm not getting paid enough. And then you lose to one of them bums and watch what happens to your pay then. I wonder why Conor stopped showing his sparring footage before his fight, starting with this Eddie Alvarez fight. You can go back and find sparring clips before Mendez, Aldo, Diaz 1 and 2, and Eddie. That's weird. I didn't know that. That one thing about I actually respect that Colby is that whenever the camera is on his playing character, very polarizing and makes me want to watch. For me, I avoid all Colby Covington content. For me, I find him cringy. I don't find him entertaining. You know, I know some people do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But for me, I just find him cringy. And to me, he makes me not want to watch. His skill level makes me want to watch. Him talking genuinely makes me want to tune out. Patty going to lose his next fight, so he'll get paid less. Yeah. Imagine the UFC says that. But some people love him. Why did you say, okay, that's not to me? Did I miss something again? Oh, we already talked about that. Okay. LOL. Tom, what are you LOLing about? What are you LOLing about? I'd love to know. It sucks being any type of fighter because they offer 8 and 8 to fight. But if you win, you get pushed in deep waters for pennies. Okay. Let's talk upsets. Malcolm Gordon over Denny Bonder. Okay. Let's talk about it. What do you think's going to happen there? You think Malcolm Gordon's going to win? I don't even remember their recent fights. So for me, that's a tough fight to pick. So I'll take your word on it. Colby is great. Okay. You know what's great? What's great is, you know, Chris Weidman getting those Nah, I'm just kidding, you know. Hank Hill, we'll have to disagree on this one. We'll agree that Chris Weidman's wins over Anderson Silva was fluky. We'll agree on that. I'm going to tell you he's going to lose to Vargas. Okay, I'll take your word for that fast. We will see soon enough. Why don't you like shit talking? I enjoy it a little bit, but I enjoy good shit talking, man. I don't enjoy this stumbling over your words. You know, just saying weird stuff. It's not even funny, man. And it doesn't come out right. It comes out like he's reading a script almost. Like he writ these notes on the back of his hand. He's like, you know, what's he call Masvidal again? Street Judas. We got Street Judas. And he's like constantly screaming. And it's just, for me, I'm being dead serious. It's just not for me. It's for some people. Some people love it. It's not for me. The type of shit talk I like, I loved Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz won the press conference in the gym. I like that type of shit talk. A little bit, Conor, you know, he had some lines coming up with that he probably came up with beforehand is what I'm saying. But at least, like, these guys were being who they were, and I didn't think it was, you know, super, super cringy. I don't like him. I don't agree with 90% of what he says, but he's dedication to playing the role. He's always selling the fight or trying. I respect it. Yeah. You know, I get it. For me, I just find him annoying, man. I just find him really annoying. Not even really. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch anything he says. I didn't watch any of the embeds for 268. I don't watch any of his interviews. I like watching him fight. I love watching him fight. But for me, it makes me embarrassed almost. Like there was a clip recently that I happened to stumble across on Twitter. And it was like 30 seconds long. And it was just Colby just fumbling over his words. And it was just, okay. You know, I'll probably watch the Jorge Masvidal Colby Covington press conference, though. I'll probably watch that. I was laughing. Okay, there you go. Izzy or Robert? I'm flipping back and forth, but I've been leaning Izzy. But I'll be doing a prediction video by Monday. I only got 2 days to do that. Oh, my God. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Who do you think is the best trash talker now in the UFC? I don't know. Who is the best trash talker? I'm not going to lie, not that he's the best trash talker. I love Paulo Costa recently talking about Marvin Vettori wearing his pants backwards. But the best trash talker right now, I can't even think of anyone. To be honest, I don't even know who's talking trash in the UFC right now. I guess Conor, if Conor's still around. Dustin did a great job in the Conor 3 pre-fight and the aftermath as well. You guys will have to let me know a couple options because I can't think of any trash talkers off the top of my head. My favorite off the top of my head was iconic lines by Khabib versus Conor and DC versus Jones. Yeah, those were my favorite. I love that. Khabib was really good back then. Um, and Connor, okay, and DC versus Jones. Jones is actually really realistic about his shit talk when he's talking shit. You can tell someone is a true shit talker. They respond off the top of their head and be consistently funny. Kind of like Connor, Bisping, Son, and Cruz. Yeah, Connor used to be better, though, but I think the drugs have gotten to him. Sam Alvey got a better chance than people think. Okay, Hakeem Dawodu versus Michael Trizano. I'll probably go Dawodu. Grade A shirt. Thank you. That's the second compliment today. Colby, ha ha ha. Dustin sucks, man. Stop it. Dustin was on point before the Connor third fight and after the fact. Yeah, Dustin's a little bit corny, but before the Connor fight at the press conference, he was really hitting the truths, you know? Somebody asked, you know, Connor, why are you angry now, but you love Dustin in the second fight? And Dustin said, because I knocked him the fuck out. And that was the truth. And that's why I like that, you know, because that was true. But I'm not saying when it's forced, it's not good. Sean O'Malley's a good trash talker. Fight Life, are you trolling right now? Sean O'Malley's good at getting stretchered out of the cage, my friend. That's the best talk, though, when it's the truth. Yeah, Jones did a great job in the lead up to the DC fights. I've been enjoying Costa talking about Vettori quite a bit. What else? I'm trying to think. I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Khabib was really good because he was so serious all the time. So serious. Cruz is good. Cruz is all right. Cruz will die on any hill. Yeah. My profile picture explains what Sean O'Malley's good at. Lamau, he had Ali Oops tonight. The whole media went to after. I don't even know what that's saying, man. You gotta type a little bit clearer. You're giving me a brain aneurysm trying to read that. Let's go to the channel. Guys, let me take a look. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. Okay. In 19 hours, I will be live streaming for the fight card tomorrow. It's 9 hours away. Guys, you better. It's UFC Vegas 47. It's on the channel. After this stream, and I'm going to remind you again, I want you to go to that stream. I want you to find it on my channel. It's scheduled right here on the front page if you go to my channel. And I want you to click on that stream. I want you to set a reminder so you get notified tomorrow that I'm going to be streaming. And also like the stream as well. True, Habib is a good one. Habib was hilarious in the lead up to the Conor fight. Jones' death threats towards DC on the hot mic were hilarious. One of the best shit talking. He said, I will literally kill you. I will literally kill you. Or Jones saying, pussy, are you still there? I was dying. Thoughts on Cody Garb joining the commentary team. Is he? I didn't know he was. I commented the stream for tomorrow a few times. Let me go check it out. Right quick. Waiting for the new stream, sitting in this one. Okay, well, there you go. I see it. What happens if Carlston beats Shavkat? Is the hype dead? Yes, but it depends how. Like if he fluky KOs him in the third round, Shavkat's winning. Probably not dead. But anything other than that, maybe. Give me more fight. I'm gonna smash them all. Okay, there you go. If they don't announce the Hamzat fight soon, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's put some Hamzat emojis. Spam the chat with Hamzat emojis because we need a Hamzat. I don't know why. I just got to use these emojis every once in a while. Some of them got deleted because Fast was in there as well. I don't know why YouTube deletes them. Why don't they hold them? Guys, you don't know how much recycling I end up taking out of this room. I got so many empty bottles sometimes. I don't have that many right now. But I have quite a few here right now. I got about 4 of them, right? I got 3 empty bottles, 1 full one. Let me blow my nose real quick, guys. I don't know why I got a runny nose right now. Nothing worse than blowing my nose on stream. There we go. Now I'm watching myself because I'm 10 seconds behind, watching myself blow my nose. If you guys enjoyed watching me blow my nose, make sure to like the stream. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, go subscribe. I'm liking all the Hamzat emojis right here. Like and subscribe. Yep, like and subscribe. We're at 2,066 subscribers. Give me a 2100. What do you think of Arnold Allen, Jack Shore, and Aspinall's future in their division? Arnold Allen has a fight coming up with, who was he fighting now? I forgot that quick. Dan Hooker. I think he beats Dan Hooker. I don't know if Arnold Allen ever becomes champion, but I think he could become a contender in the next year or so. Jack Shore has looked really good, but it's still too early to tell, but he's looked very, very good. I think he's a very interesting prospect. And Aspinall, out of the three, the heavyweight division is the worst division. So I think Aspinall can probably have a future in the heavyweight division, but he's got to beat Volkov in his next fight. That's UFC London in March. Nathan Diaz, Joey, you need some Vicks? Yeah, maybe I do. Like and subscribe, or I will take your cookies. Okay. Habib emojis. Let's see what else we got. There was something I saw. I was looking for a Hamzat emoji for a while, but I had to find a good picture, and I finally found a good picture for Hamzat. Imagine Max fights Conor in the meantime. Definitely won't happen, but would be fun. I'd like that fight, but I think that's too risky for Conor's return. I think they're going to give him something. The amount Conor haters do made the game so sad. How many people switch up? When you win, you lose. Okay. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Solomon. Appreciate you very much, man. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. I love hearing stuff like that, man. I'm already motivated to do the content. I love doing this. I love talking about MMA. When I'm not on the stream, I'm still talking about MMA to others as much as I possibly can. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching the videos. I appreciate you coming to the streams. I really appreciate it. DC crying emoji. I like that. Luke Rockhold brutally KO'd in the Jan Blachowicz fight. I love that as well. Malcolm Gordon by points. Method of victory. Dennis Sporad versus Malcolm Gordon 5.0. Okay, there's, I guess, all their things. Damn, it's going to be sad when this channel gets bigger and these chats aren't as good as they are now. It'll still be good, man. And even so, I'm going to eventually, maybe like 5,000 or maybe 10,000 subscribers. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to do a membership where a perk is, I'm going to do a different tier where a perk is members only streams. So, you know, it'll be far less people in the streams. I'll still do streams like this, but if the channel gets too crazy where the chat is just running like insanely where I can't read any of it, I'm going to do a tier of a membership perk where it's members only stream and only members can join the stream and the chats will be better. Because, you know, or also there's slow mode I can enable in the regular chat. It's crazy because, you know, I used to be happy when there was like 5 people in here. Now there's consistently like 20 to 40. Sometimes we get upwards of 60 occasionally. And the channel's growing fast. We got like 600 subscribers or so in the last, you know, what was it? Month and a half, 2 months maybe? Far odds people. Okay. Joey, explain to me how Gaethje got a title shot again. So Gaethje stepped in on short notice, beat up Tony Ferguson, lost to Habib, who retired. And then Justin Gaethje beat up Michael Chandler. And then he got a title shot because no one else was really deserving at the time. Let's see. Not sure if you saw, but Tony on IG is the best trash talker. I can't read his post. I can't read his tweets. I can't read his Instagram post. I have no idea what he's trying to say, to be quite honest. Why don't you use a cup rather than plastic bottles? I don't know. Maybe I should. I have cups downstairs. I don't know. It's just so convenient just to grab a couple bottles of water on my way up rather than, you know, fill up a cup. But maybe I'll start doing it in the future. But I always bring up like 2 or 3 bottles because depending on how long I'm on here, my mouth gets dry. It's crazy. You guys don't realize it because you're just typing on the page here, watching your screen, watching your, you know, your phone, your laptop, whatever. But sitting here talking for 1 hour, your mouth gets dry so often. And you got to wet your whistle. You gotta... Oh, man. I cashed 1, 4, 8, and 1 last weekend. Check my far odds. That's awesome, man. Appreciate you. Sam Alvey losing a split decision is probably the best bet, just enough to not get cut. Dude, he's lost quite a few split decisions. Do you watch the best MMA page, MMA Guru? Are you saying do I watch MMA Guru? I've seen him before, but I don't watch him. You think Brandon Allen loses on one of the cards versus Sam Alvey by does Allen suck? Yeah, I could imagine. I can imagine a scenario where Sam Alvey upsets Brandon Allen and Brandon Allen gets cut instead. Could you imagine that? I don't think it's a smart move. I would not step in on short notice against Sam Alvey. Sam Alvey's okay, and he's like an animal backed into a corner right now. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I actually think I have that. Let's take a look. I think I might have that. I have a store. The link is in the description if anyone wants to buy a shirt. I wear it on here occasionally. But I think on my store, you can actually buy a mug. Maybe I'll buy one of those. I don't know. I've just always been drinking out of water bottles. I don't know. I never really thought about it too much. Let's go. Let's see. If not, I'm going to add it. No, it's not on here, is it? I'm trying to figure out how to get there. Okay, there we go. View store. I thought I had no, I cleaned up the store like a month or two ago, and it's just the shirts. But maybe I'll order myself a mug off of here. I'm dying right now. I'm seeing a couple messages in here that's making me laugh, guys. Who's in here right now? Here's what I need to know in the chat. Who's watching this stream right now who has not sent one message in the chat? Just let me know you're here right now. Just let me know you're here right now. That's what I want to know. If you have not sent one message in the chat, send it right now. I want to know. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, guys. Oh my goodness, guys, and keep the questions coming. We'll go as long as we got messages. Let's talk about Sean O'Malley and is so protected after he lost to Vera. UFC is trying hard to make him a star, but I can't see him winning versus the top 5. Dude, we've been talking about this ad nauseum on the members only Discord. Let me read you guys. Let me read you guys an exchange we had earlier. Let me read you an exchange that I actually found quite funny. So me and you guys seen Cyber Power on here, I'm assuming. We're arguing in the Discord earlier, and he was basically saying that it was such a fluke and that it happens before to other people. Cyber said, same thing happened Crute versus Smith, except Smith was the one winning. And I said, and he also said that Sean O'Malley was winning the majority of the fight until he succumbed to his injury. So I joked around and I said, Chito Vera kicked his legs off and then was able to out-grapple him, but O'Malley put up a valiant effort before he succumbed to his injury, and he was brutally flash KO'd with elbows and stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. And Cyber Power said, precisely, yes. And I said, injuries caused by Vera beating his ass. And he said, but he wasn't. You can't look at the ending of a fight and draw a conclusion from it. And I said, Marlon Vera outlanded him in every round. And Cyber said there was only one round. And I said, yes, precisely. I think you guys can let me know in the chat who won that argument there. Who won that argument? But yeah, Sean O'Malley has been vastly protected. They let him fight Marlon Vera. And after the Marlon Vera fight, again, I repeat, let me break down what happened in the Marlon Vera fight again with Sean O'Malley. So Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. A lot of people like to pretend that Sean O'Malley went out there and slipped on a banana peel, and that's why he lost the fight. But what really happened out there is Sean O'Malley went out there, he landed a couple punches, Chito Vera chopped his leg, then Sean O'Malley limped around the cage, then Marlon Vera got him down on the ground. I think O'Malley actually fell to the ground off a strike. And then Chito Vera flash KO'd him with ground and pound. It was a brutal elbow. There's a shot of it, of him being flash KO'd. And then Sean O'Malley was stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. That's what happened. If you want to say he succumbed to the injury, that's fine by me. but he did not slip on a banana peel. I'm tired of hearing it, and I will continue to say that. I don't see Alvey getting cut, even if he loses. My money's on Alvey. Okay. Isn't MMA Guru the dude with the horrendous camera quality? I'll let you be the judge of that besides you. Oh, no. The chat jumped down again. This is driving me nuts. Guys, keep the questions coming. I'm far behind right now, but keep the questions coming. I'm going to try to get to all of them. And yet again, Joey is sleeping on another card that's going to end up being a barn burner. I'm not sleeping on anything, man. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. For me, and I've said this before, and I get it, guys. There can be some exciting fights here. For me, what gets me excited is fights that are super relevant to the division. Gaethje versus Fiziev, how would it go? I'd probably pick Fiziev. Right now, off the top of my head, it might change my mind. Best trash talker, Juliana Pena. I'm the first mom champ. Nunes was ducking me. I called her out 4 years ago. Paper champ Aljo versus stretchered O'Malley. Who wins? Aljo takes him down, out-grapples him, and submits him. Sean O'Malley versus Sednar Magomedov. Sign me up. Who you picking in the Whitaker Adesanya rematch? Prediction video will be out soon. I'm leaning on Adesanya, but I got to do some more watching fights. Leo is here. Look, Leo's here and hasn't said anything, but thank you for sending a message, man. I appreciate you. I'm losing this right now. What is going on here? Cayman Rider, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping in the stream. Who watched the MMA Guru physique reveal? I'll have to check that one out, French fries. Allen let Strickland mind F him bad. Curtis fight was busy looking at Sean trying to act cool. Okay. When are you going to get drunk during the live stream? I don't drink, so probably never. I've sent a message, but you skipped over. Dude, I'm sorry, Pitties. Now, can you resend it, man? I'm going to try to find it real quick. If you could see, what happens is if you start to scroll down a little bit sometimes on the YouTube chat, it'll jump. And then I kind of lose my spot. But I'm going to scroll back up and see if I can find it real quick. I appreciate you, Pitties and STI, man. A consistent donator to the channel and also a member. Pitties and STI, man. I'm going to find your message if it kills me. And I found it because I found your members icon. I was looking for members icon. Max versus Zabit. I would absolutely love it, but if I'm Zabit's manager, I'm not bringing him back against Max Holloway. But, I mean, if Zabit wants to be champion, he's got to win a 5-round fight. I'd love that fight. Absolutely love it. Sign me up. Hot take. Maybe this is a hot take. Maybe I'll do a poll on it in a minute. Max Holloway versus Zabit Magomed Sharipov is better than Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe not. I found your message, Pitties and STI, man. Found it for you. Sales is here as well. Kevin from Sales. I unsubscribed to him. Okay, Cayman Rider. I've sent message. Okay, I already found it. Okay, I'm back where I was. Can't keep his bias aside sometimes. When Cyril Gane lost to Ngannou, he said they're going to try to push UFC Africa. Yeah. The UFC wanted Ngannou to lose, so I don't believe that at all. Check out Nick Coulter on YouTube. Guys sitting here watching some pretty cool video. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he missed a few of mine tonight as well. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to read all these messages somehow. I think what it is anybody who does a YouTube live stream, I'm telling you, it's so annoying how to just jump. Like, you just want to scroll a little bit, and it'll jump halfway down the page. And then you got to try to scroll back up, and then you... And also what I do sometimes, too, is I'll be answering a question, and I'll be peeking at the chat, and I'll read something in my head while I'm talking, and then I'll think that's the question I was just answering, and I'll go to the next one after it. So, I'm sorry, guys. I try to read them all. I want to read them all for as long as I possibly can. And I'm trying to catch up, guys. Keep throwing questions in the chat. I'm going to catch up eventually. O'Malley is basically the champ. That's my stance. Hot take. There you go. Joey, I seen Ryan Bader fight. I think Russia got robbed. I think Ryan Bader just barely won. It was the Travis Brown elbows in the 5th round. I thought Ryan Bader just barely won. Bro, you're chipping. Just don't like Sugar Bud. I think, like before, was pushing the fact UFC was throwing Ngannou under the bus. Now he's changing his opinion, saying UFC is pushing UFC Africa after Gane lost. Blatant bias by Guru. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that, I mean, that theory doesn't really make any sense at all. But Joey speaks facts about O'Malley. You were wrong, though. Cyber won. O'Malley was winning until his leg got deleted. Come on, dude. Dude, we can talk about this all day long. Was winning. The fight was 4 minutes long. The fight was 4 minutes long. And at the end of the day, he still lost. The fight was 4 minutes long. He landed 10 strikes. O'Malley landed 10 strikes. And he lost. He was flash KO'd. He was stretchered out of the cage. You guys will never convince me otherwise. And we got to stop acting like this was a 5-round fight, that O'Malley outclassed him for 4 rounds. You know, if you want to make this argument, make it on Sergio Pettis versus Kyoji Horiguchi. This argument does... I don't know what just happened there. This argument does not work on Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera. It was a 4-minute fight. And Sean O'Malley got outlanded in that 4 minutes. And Sean O'Malley only landed 10 strikes. Almost single-digit strikes. So come on now. It's not like he dropped him 5 times. And then all of a sudden Vera slipped on a banana peel and accidentally kicked Sean in the knee. Read the thing Joey said about the Google search. Read the thing I said, Joey, about the Google search. Where is this? How do I keep missing messages tonight? How far up was that, man? I can't find that at all. Fast. Joey speaks facts. Read the thing. You gotta resend that fast. I can't find it. He also said Gone 1. What a joke. Yeah, people saying Gone 1 are disconnected from reality. O'Malley going to KO Cheetah, then you all see. Okay. Sean O'Malley makes a lot of money. Okay, good for him. I'm happy for him then. Imagine if it was a life and death situation. Vera won. Agreed. Jack Rock, his leg was compromised. Dude, he landed 10 strikes the whole fight. It doesn't matter who was winning, who it was. It was a 4-minute fight. It was a 4-minute fight, guys. It's not like he was outlanding him for 4.5 rounds and he got kicked in the nerve at the end. What a joke. What a joke. Who was winning before the nerve poll? Hank, we need a super chat for that poll. You want that poll? We need a super chat for that one. Let's see. So delusional, bro. He beat Cheeto in a rematch. Pick him apart. Okay. You were saying he won most of the fight and acted like he lost every second. Dude, it was 4 minutes long, and I guarantee Marlon Vera was winning more of the fight than Sean O'Malley was. So, and he got flash KO'd and stretchered out. End of story. Where do you rank Bader among all active MMA heavyweights? Very low. Very low. Probably outside the top 10. But maybe not. Maybe not, actually. He's the best heavyweight in Bellator. I'd rank him probably number 10. So there you go. There you go right there. Joey, you just don't like O'Malley, Colby, Connor, and Patty. First off, I've never said a single bad thing about Paddy Pimblett. Never, ever, ever. I said it's too early to tell whether he sucks. It's too early to tell whether he's the best fighter ever. That's all I've ever said about Paddy Pimblett. I said I was not super impressed with his debut, but I've never said a negative thing about him. And I actually like Paddy Pimblett. Matter of fact, I think he's very interesting, and he's got a funny accent, and he says funny things. I don't necessarily hate O'Malley. I love watching O'Malley fight. I just don't like the constant excuses from his cult-like following. Colby is just cringy. I don't necessarily like or hate him. Love watching him fight. We talked about this earlier. I avoid all his content. I don't like to hear him talk. Connor is the one on there that you can genuinely say that I don't like. But my assessment of him and what I say about him is not based off my dislike for him. So I never try to... hold on one second. Oh, another reminder, guys. Okay, I see it. Yeah, but what I say about these guys is not based off of dislike by any means. Let's see what that is. Fight Life Nation, thank you for the super chat. Look at you backing up Hank Hill. I said we needed it from Hank Hill, man. We needed it from Hank Hill to continue. But I mean, you guys are always going to think what you want, but I genuinely try to be honest with you guys. Even if my opinion differs from you, I swear there's always a level of bias with anyone. You can never avoid all bias completely. But for me, my predictions, my assessment of fights is never based off of I like this guy and I don't like this guy. Never ever will it be like that. And you can believe me, you cannot believe me, but it's the truth. Now, do I say the things I say about O'Malley that are true, but I like to say them because I like to rile up some of his fans? That happens. I just do it. It's kind of an inside joke for the channel. It's one of those things. So, okay, you got me there, but I don't even necessarily dislike any of those guys outside of Conor, and I'm open about that. I say when I don't like a guy. Rob Font versus Cheeto prediction. I'd probably go Rob Font, but that's a tough fight to pick. In the Discord, I saw it. Who do you think wins O'Malley Cheeto rematch? I actually picked O'Malley in the Cheeto fight, the original fight. Hold on one second. What do we got popping up here? Hold on one second. There we go. Besides you, thank you for the $10 donation. Now I guess I got to do that poll now. I'll get to your message in 1 second. I can't see what it was. It popped up and disappeared so quick, but I'll get to it in a second. I want to continue to read this. I'll probably go Rob Font. Who do you think wins the O'Malley Cheeto rematch? I'll go Cheeto, but I picked O'Malley in the original fight. You're missing lots today. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm trying not to. Jump down again. Let me end this poll real quick. 84% want to see Kamaru Usman versus Hamzat. I'm going to try to get to all these questions. I'm very sorry, guys. You're missing lots today. Maybe I'm just a little bit tired. Maybe that's it. But the chat constantly jumps down. It drives me up a wall. Vera landed all his strikes after he fell. So what do you call it when someone gets dropped without a punch? I don't know. Imagine O'Malley going up. Vera will win a rematch because Vera is way more well-rounded. Vera will get mauled. Mauled anticipates grappling. I don't think he would get mauled. Ngannou is the greatest wrestler and grappler known to man. He can hold you down, do nothing but breathe heavy on top of you. Okay. Just got here. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera actually happened, or you're just a topic tonight? Just a topic. Where are your I don't know what you're saying there. What are your yo? I don't know what that means, Jack Rock. I'm sorry, my friend. It don't matter. Sean will win the rematch and make more money. Okay. Who's Gon's next opponent? Blades? I think so. Do the O'Malley winning poll. I will Fight Life. I will do it. I'm just trying to catch up real quick. Sean was a kid. Vera, you acting like it's a terrible win. Okay. Vera has a better chin than O'Malley, better grappling than O'Malley, more tools. What would you guys do? I hope if they do rematch, what happens if Vera kicks that nerve again and wins again? Sean O'Malley's got the most brittle legs I've ever seen in my life. Ian Gary, so cringe. We did it, Joe. Soulless Connor ripoff. Yeah, Ian Gary, ugh. He didn't look very impressive. And that fight was longer than like a Paddy Pimblett fight, if I remember correctly. Vera, okay, read that. He doesn't outstrike Dean. What were we talking about there? He doesn't outstrike Sean. He landed more strikes. I don't know, if it wasn't on the feet, could have been some ground and pound, obviously. If O'Malley becomes the bantamweight champ, will you eat the one chip challenge on live stream? Absolutely not. Apparently we need to do a rewatch of Gon and Ngannou because everyone is picking Gon in this chat. O'Malley would outlast Vera on the feet. He didn't outlast Vera on the feet because he got that leg chopped down, Jack. Look in the Discord. Okay, I'm checking the Discord again. I'm checking. Tap on it and it will move forward. What are you trying to say here? The 26-year-old. Oh yeah, 13-1 record. 13-1 record. There's his MMA record. I'm trying to catch up. I want the Joker to get pushed for the title, Joey. What does that mean? All right, guys, hold on 1 second. Let me scratch my leg real quick. Let's do this poll real quick before I forget. I'm missing so much tonight. Was Sean? You guys better hold me down in this poll. Was Sean O'Malley winning before getting flash KO'd and stretchered out with no? Okay. Here we go, guys. Hold me down in this poll. Hold me down in this poll. This is for you, Fight Life Nation. You forced me into this. Let's see. Look in the Discord. Vera would win by submission. French fries. Rob Font Mauls Vera. Let's see. No. Let me go on my personal account real quick. Let me go on my personal account, guys. I gotta help swing this out. Let's see. Okay, we got the no. Guys, hold me down. Hold me down. Was one round he landed 10 strikes. I wish we could pull up the fight and watch it right here. People act like he was dropping him. Okay, the Cheeto and Sean argument is dumb. Cheeto won fair and square. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, Cheeto won fair and square. There you go. Got my Vera pick right. Yeah, I hate that. You Sean fans need to stop. Yes, come on. Make it. Come on, guys. Go vote no. Go vote no. Go vote no. He landed 10 strikes. Vera borderline journeyman, isn't he? I'm not big on Vera by any means, but it is what it is. You know, he got a solid win over Sean O'Malley. I don't think Vera is a future champion. He got out grappled for Edgar without that front kick to the chin. He loses the fight by decision, but either way, I don't think O'Malley's that great either. I think he's shown great striking. I think he looks super promising as far as his power goes, but the bantamweight division is too nasty. Is casual a trigger word? It's just annoying, man. It's just so annoying. We hate that in this chat. We hate the word casual in this chat. Every time you disagree with someone, you don't need to call them a casual, man. You can just disagree with them. You can have the conversation. Doesn't matter if the kick won't land because O'Malley would get taken down, submitted by Vera in rounds 2 or 3. Okay. Sean would decision and outclass Vera. Well, he didn't the first time. Super annoying means absolutely nothing. I mean, you think Gone Ones is not calling you casual. Okay. Sean can't be champ, and I think well-rounded struggles with wrestling. Well, I picked Vera once, and it's not going to change again. I'm going to pick Vera again. I picked O'Malley the first time. I picked Vera the second time. Oh, no. My thing jumped around again. Brittle legs because he got kicked in the nerve one time. Dude, he's had so many leg injuries. Like 3. Dude, he was getting his leg chopped badly by Chris Montino. I want the Joker to get pushed for the title, Joey. What does that mean? Oh, if the Joker wins, I see. Jack Hermansson. If he gets a big win, he could. Yair versus Kattar or Kattar versus Ortega or Ortega versus Yair. What fight would you prefer? Yair versus Kattar, Kattar versus Ortega. Give me Kattar versus Ortega and finally make Yair versus the beat. Kattar mauls Ortega. Yeah, I think Kattar probably beats Ortega, but I'd like to see it. What champion has the best chance of beating the champion 2 divisions above them? Okay, got it. Which champion has the best chance to beat the champion 2 divisions above him? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I'll say Piotr Jan over Charles Oliveira. I know that's kind of a cop-out because Piotr Jan's technically interim champion, but I still consider him champ. Yes, O'Malley is a bum. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think he's a bum. Hold on one second. Again, let me see if I can find this. Yes. You'll never let that flash KO stretcher combo go. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be a joke for the OGs of the MMA Joey channel. You know what I mean? It's just hilarious to say, and it's true too. Exactly, French fries. Thank you for backing me up. I honestly, I don't even hate Sean O'Malley by any means. The cult like following who were just constantly denying the loss. Like, dude, if Vera would have, what if Vera would have landed that head kick? What if the kick would have landed to the jaw of Sean O'Malley and would have slept him? You all would have been saying the same thing. Would have been saying, well, O'Malley landed 10 strikes before he got knocked out with the head kick. So, it is what it is. It's not like, I would have more respect for the argument if it was a Sergio Pettis, Kyoji Horiguchi, thing going on. When it's not that, it went 4 minutes. It went 4 minutes. He landed 10 strikes. Stop acting like this guy was demolishing him a 10-8 round, and then he got kicked in the nerve after he slipped on a banana peel. It's just not happening. Petr Yan will be champion. Agreed. How about Sean just fights a ranked opponent already? He's been here, since 2017? I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, I agree. Cyril Gane, I think, has less fights in the UFC than Sean O'Malley, but I could be wrong. But either way, it's pretty close. Aljamain will get battered in the rematch. I agree with you very, very much. You're so biased, bro. He beats Rob Font. I mean, I think it's a close fight. I'm not biased, though. It's nothing to do with it. Malley versus Chito was a boy versus a man. Give me O'Malley some time. I like how you called him Malley, dude. I'm going to start calling him Malley. Yeah, so Malley, he went into the fight against Chito Vera. He got his legs kicked off. He tried to survive. He hopped around the cage, but eventually he succumbed to the injury. He ended up with his back on the mat and got flash KO'd by Marlon Chito Vera, and then was stretchered from the cage with no serious injury. It sucks, but he succumbed to the injury. It is what it is. Poor Malley. Poor Malley had to be sent off to the hospital, and they x-rayed him. They say, dude, you're perfectly fine. Go back to the press conference. MMA Warlords, you're all kind of biased. Okay, Giga versus who when he gets back? I would like to see Giga versus Yair. I'd like to say Giga versus maybe a Dan Ige. I'd like to say Giga versus Chan Sung Jung. Personally, I would love to see that fight. So there you go. Sean O'Malley will smoke Chito. We will see this fight one day, hopefully soon, but I'm O'Malley all the way. I can't even promise you guys, like if the fight happens a year or two from now, I can't even promise you I won't pick O'Malley. We're just being honest about what happened in the first fight. I like Yair versus Ortega. That sounds fun. Sounds very fun. I'd pick Yair in that one. Come on, we're almost to 50-50, guys. I need you voting no in the poll up top. Go vote no in the poll up top if you haven't already. Support me. Back me up. Back me up, guys. Oh, no, it jumped down again. O'Malley never gets far at bantamweight, can't grapple with elite, and has never been tested in 5 rounds. Yeah, I don't think, depending on the matchmaking, I don't think, maybe if he keeps getting his game well-rounded, but right now I just don't see him beating a lot of these guys. I don't see him beating Aljamain Sterling. I don't see him beating Petr Yan. I don't see him beating TJ Dillashaw. I don't see him beating Jose Aldo. I don't see him beating Corey Sandhagen. I don't see him beating Rob Font, but I don't see him beating him. He's getting ragdolled by Rob. I think he could beat Dominic Cruz. I think he could beat Marlon Vera. Not that I'm saying I would pick him. I think he could beat Pedro Munoz, but I think Pedro Munoz would chop that leg to death. And there you go. I think you lose to Marlon Moraes, but Marlon Moraes is kind of chinny, so it's a little bit iffy there. It's a little bit iffy. Okay. Rose Namajunas could beat Pena, maybe. I think Pena would be too big and too strong for her. Bro, if it wasn't a nerve, nobody would be saying anything. You acting like the Conor fans. Stop. I don't know what you're saying, man. You're just outright wrong. You act like Marlon Vera didn't mean to do it. He kicked the legs. He had an effect on the legs. That's the reason people kick the legs. And you act like just because he got flash KO'd, he had nothing to offer on his back. You act like, once you get kicked in the nerve, all of a sudden your chin shuts off. All of a sudden your lights shut off. Your brain shuts off, whatever you want to call it. He got flash KO'd on the ground, bro. Had nothing to offer. Zabit versus Burgos for his comeback fight. Do you like that fight? 2 different divisions. No, you're right. That is the same division. I do like that fight. For a second, I thought Zabit was 135, but now I realize he's not. It's been so long since I saw him. I like that, but I prefer Zabit versus Yair in the main event. They tried to book the fight a million times. Yuri versus Rakic prediction and Rakic versus Ankalaev prediction. I'd probably go Rakic versus Yuri. Rakic is just so big and so well-rounded. Rakic versus Ankalaev is a harder fight to pick. I might go Ankalaev. He just looks so good and he's so well-rounded as well. I do believe all three of those guys are the future of the light heavyweight division. Anytime their favorite fighter loses, they call it a fluke. Agreed. It happens all the time. Guys, by the way, regardless on what side you're on this conversation, be sure to like the stream. Go like it right now. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, go subscribe. I do streams like this all the time. And I'll be streaming tomorrow night for like 4 hours for the main card. And I'm actually tired right now and I'm doing this stream. And we're having a good time here. Aljo might score a flash KO. That would be crazy. I think that's the only way he can win. A real jump down again. A real loss. His first one isn't okay. He's a bum because he's mentally weak. Look at his intangibles. Also, he's surrounded by yes men. Aljo's going to get rocked. The end looking for revenge. I agree. I hope it doesn't mess with his strategy. It's funny to hate O'Malley because he is paid more and he is protected from the killer at the top. Okay, there you go. I don't trust Korean Zombie's chin after what Yair did to him. He took some good shots from Ortega, though. Spinning back elbow. I don't think his chin's necessarily terrible. Valentina to beat Nunes at 145. There you go. That's a good one. That's probably most likely. How many times have you seen a kick land on a nerve? Happened to Henry Cejudo in the Demetrius Johnson fight. Happened to Michael Chandler before. It's happened plenty of times before. Can't be a dominant champ without any wrestling. I just named a couple. There you go. It happened to Anthony Smith. Yeah, it happened in the Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Crute fight. What's up, Blaze One? Thank you for being a member. Appreciate it. If anybody else wants to become a member, the link is in the description. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps support the channel. It's $3 a month. Loyalty badges, members only Discord chat, which is growing. It seems like every single day. And also, there's a couple live streams like this, probably 6 hours of content, privated for members only. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description, but I also just posted it in the chat as well. Okay, let's see where we were at. Yuri is the future champ. I think Yuri probably beats Glover, but I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. He's too big, strong, and elusive at 205. Okay. I'm late today. Well, you're here now. That's all that matters, Mazda. Sean's pad work with Tim Welch is hilarious. I haven't seen it, but Tim Welch is just an absolute yes man. I don't like how Bryce Hall is the co-main event for the... What do you mean? Bryce Mitchell versus Edson Barboza, you mean, is the co-main event for Colby George? I think Bryce should not be co-main event for a big fight like that. It's too soon, in my opinion. I did a video about this just recently. Baz, I did it just recently. Who has the best striking defense in the UFC? Let's take a look. See who has the best striking defense in the UFC. Piotr Jan has really good striking defense, but I don't know if I'd say he has the best. Maybe Adesanya, but I don't know either. I'm trying to think who very rarely gets hit. It's definitely not Charles Oliveira. It's definitely not Gaethje. Definitely not Poirier. Definitely not Beneil. Definitely not Islam. Definitely not Michael Chandler. So there's a top division. Leon Edwards could be considered one of the best as far as avoiding strikes, but he got rocked by Nate Diaz, so that kind of eludes him from the conversation. Figgy gets lit up quite a bit. Usman gets lit up quite a bit. Maybe Volkanovski. He does not get clipped up barely at all, it seems like. So maybe Volkanovski, maybe Izzy. There you go. That's just off the top of my head, kind of, though. Jose Aldo, yes, very good striking defense, especially when he's fresh as well. Who would win Prime or Doom versus Cyril Gane? Cyril Gane would lose via submission. You know, if he can be taken down that easily and repeatedly, I think Doom could have took him down. And at bare minimum, Doom could have pulled guard in the clinch. He got clipped by Mendez and Max. Okay, fair enough. Tanner Boser barely gets hit, but he hasn't fought anyone. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. Who's the hottest fighter in the UFC? I have no clue. Why don't you guys answer that question? Brandon94 wants to know who's the hottest fighter in the UFC. So let him know in the chat, who do you think? Because I'm not sure. I can't even think of any right off the top of my head. Let me close up some of these tabs. I got like a million tabs open right now. Get rid of this. Don't need this. Let me open this. Okay, let's keep the questions coming, guys. I'll keep continuing as long as we have questions. Who's the hottest fighter in the UFC? I don't know what he meant by that question. He'll have to clarify. And the Sean O'Malley question is just almost neck and neck. 53% say yes, 47% say no. I'm going to leave it up there for a little bit longer. Yuri might spark him before he shoots for the legs. May very well. Eventually that chin's going to give out. He has shown the ability to be able to recover, but eventually it's going to give out. Bro, Islam has, I think, one of the least strikes absorbed. If Hamzat had 5 fights, he'll be number 1. Yeah, but Islam got slept. So I don't feel like, you know, there's plenty of guys who haven't been knocked out. Alex won't get hit very often. Okay. John Jones also has really good defense. Very true. Not really for the Reyes fight, but prior to that, yes. Because weak wrestling, I think Blades would beat Gane. From what I saw in the Ngannou fight, probably. What do you mean? Okay, there you go. Misha, okay. Women's division, LOL looks. What Bellator fight you excited for? I want to see AJ McKee versus Pitbull too. If you watch his podcast at all, them all are yes men praising his actions like chill, bro. Yeah, I haven't watched it very rarely at all. I seen a clip of it. I did a video about it a while ago, but that's all I really did. So, Old Man Glover is a mythical fighter. Yes, it does. I'm dying. I am absolutely dying right now. Guys, fill the chat with questions right now. And if there's anybody in here just listening to the stream, but you haven't sent a single message, I said this earlier, send a message in the chat right now. I want to know who you are. I want to know that you're in these streams supporting the channel early on. Because the end of the year, I might not be able to read all these messages. So I want to see who's in here supporting me early. Maybe we'll have 20,000 subs at the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see. The chats are getting crazier by the week. For those of you know, homework, French fries, fast, fight life. You guys know these streams are just getting crazier and crazier as far as the messages. Is Blades a problem at heavyweight because of his vicious takedowns? I mean, he's a problem for some guys, but he's not a problem for Ngannou, who slept him twice brutally. Let's see. Someone said Jillian Robertson. Amanda Rebus. So there you go. I'm being dead serious. Wasn't even mean about it. Do you train MMA? No, I do not, unfortunately. But I watch a lot of it and have watched a lot of it for a long time. Look at the top 5 light heavyweight division. Tell me, what fight can Robert Whittaker win? Ooh, that's an odd question, but I like it. I like it. The top 5, I think his best chance is Anthony Smith, but he's going to be too undersized for any of those guys. Maybe he beats Jan Blachowicz. He can, pick him apart from the outside, but I doubt it. If Izzy can't do it, I doubt he can do it. I doubt that he can do it. So probably none, but best bet would be Anthony Smith, but I would not pick him. I need someone to go and vote no in the poll. What I want to do is I want to get the poll to a point where no is like 51% and yes is 50 or 49%. And then I can hurry up and end the poll. And I can say the majority agree with me. So guys, go vote in the poll. Vote no. Joey is the best MMA streams on YouTube. Thank you, Jack Rock. I love hearing that stuff, man. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you very, very much. I got to change my username. Otherwise, there's no way it stands out. Tom, I appreciate you regardless. You're fine. Nobody asked, though. Come on, man. What do you got to do the name calling for, man? Come on. We're trying to have a fun stream here. Michael Johnson rocks Usman in training, but loses to Clay Guida. Dude, Michael Johnson is so inconsistent, it's not even funny. Adesanya mauls Robert again. We keep saying the word mauls. I use the word mauls as in a grappling advantage. But maybe he outstrikes him and brutalizes him. Do you think we see Costa Vittori too? I want to. I want to see it bad. I love the first fight. Whitaker can beat Thiago Santos and Anthony Smith, but I don't know about the others. I don't think Thiago Santos, he beats him. Rashad Evans versus Machida rematch. I have no desire to see that. I already voted no. Thank you, Baz. Vote yes for Beside You. No, don't listen to him. Number one MMA channel. Thank you, Blaze One Sports, man. You guys have no idea, man. I wanted to start this channel. I wanted to start this channel for so many years. And last year, I finally started MMA channel. And to hear you guys say, oh, this is my favorite MMA channel to watch, it means a lot to me. It means more than you can imagine. And I appreciate the kind words at all times. It's crazy that you guys are willing to just, what is it? It's technically where I'm at. It's early Saturday morning. It's almost 1 a.m. I didn't even realize this stream's almost 2 hours long already. I was planning on hopping in here for 45 minutes. I hate when I say the word by the way. But it's 12:45 here. It's your Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on which time zone you're in, and you guys are willing to join me and talk about MMA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still waiting for this poll. It's only got 30 votes so far. We need some more no votes. I wish Fast was here. He would have hooked me up with a no vote. Not saying he would beat him. I'm just saying those are the two he could beat. Okay. Which weight class has their own Khabib version from men's heavyweight to women's strawweight? Let's see what you're saying. Khabib, their own Khabib. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what that means. I guess just wrestling heavy. Askar Askarov, Marab, similar. There's nobody at featherweight that's the same, similar to him in any means. Lightweight, Islam, obviously. Welterweight, Kamaru. Middleweight, absolutely no one. Light heavyweight, absolutely no one. Heavyweight, maybe Curtis Blades, but not really. There's really no one. Let's see. Ooh, I'm falling behind, guys. Keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. True Khabib reference Maul. Where do you think Ricky Taricos is? I don't know. I'd like to see him fight. He's like a young Tony Ferguson. Batter is a better term. Good. Who's the biggest waste of potential in MMA? As crazy as it sounds, John Jones. Even though he's achieved so much, he's just spent so much time on the sidelines. All I said is your profile picture fits you. You've been popping off. Have notices on your videos are elite, no doubt. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jack Rock. Now my nose is starting to itch. Maybe now that the chat has died down, you will finally see this, but how do you feel about Jones wanting Stipe fight now? I like that fight. I don't care. If Ngannou's going to be able to fight this year at all, just wait for the Ngannou fight. And I did read that before, and then I accidentally missed it after I was done talking about something else. Press conference tomorrow. Oh, the post-fight press conference. I think he probably will, but maybe not. I don't know. I like it, but I guarantee a lot of Jones hater will say now he's ducking. He's ducking Ngannou. Will be the narrative. Worst fighter nickname I'll throw out, Brian Pooh Bear Battle. I agree. That's a terrible nickname. Smiling Sam Alvey, I'm so tired of seeing that guy, and people hearing say smiling. Guys, keep your eyes peeled for the Brazilian Khabib Jalton Almeida making his debut tomorrow for light heavyweight. Okay. The first video I watched of yours, I watched on June 4th, 2021. It was a video about Covington and Gustafsson are the same. And that video made you subscribe, Tom? Wasn't that an interesting concept? Because I thought to myself, they are very similar. You remember the prospect of the video. And I thought, that is a great title for a video because people are going to see Colby Covington. Colby Covington and Alexander Gustafsson are the same, or Gustafsson, however you want to pronounce it. That's an interesting title. That's an interesting title. And it made sense too. When I broke it down, they are very, very similar as far as their careers. So I'm glad you saw the video. I'm glad you decided to subscribe. And that was pre 1,000 subs. We're over 2,000 subs now. We are over 2,000 subs. Let's see what we're at right now. We're at 2,068. I'll put it up on the screen for a minute. Before I end the chat, it'll update in a second. 2,068 subscribers. Before you know it, we'll be at 2,100. Before you know it, we'll be at 2,500. Before you know it, we'll be at 3,000. And then I'm hoping by the end of the year, I want to hit 10,000 subs. It's going to be promising. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. And that's crazy you remember what video you saw first. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel for as long as you have. Look at the women's division, see what they have. Their own Khabib, meaning the way he fights and wrestles people. Now I'm dying. Now I'm going to die on stream. Women's division, Carla Esparza. Flyweight, there's nobody. Bantamweight, there's really nobody. And featherweight, there's literally nobody in the division. Very good idea. Who wins, Gustafsson or Rothwell? I'm going Gustafsson. Now my armpit's itching now. I'm choking to death. My nose is itching. My armpit is itching. We're an hour and 40 minutes almost into the stream. What more can I say? And I'm actually really, really tired right now. I'm really tired. We just need a few more votes in this poll for no. Come on. I'm hyped for Gus to come back. Let's go, Gus. I said for years that Gus should have fought at heavyweight. Young John Jones was unbeatable. I agree with you. I think atomweight is better than 145. Did you hear about the rumor of the new women's division? Atomweight not official, but there's been talks. Oh, I have heard people talking about that for a while. 135 worse man. They're all trash. Then strawweight, to be real. What are you saying? 135 women's is terrible? Yes, I agree. But if you're saying the men's division is terrible, you're crazy. But I think you're saying the women's. What happened to Tatiana Suarez? Constant injuries. Constant injuries. All right, we're at 50-50, guys. We need one more no vote, and I can end the poll. Come on, somebody hook me up with a no vote. Sean Johnson, hook me up with a no vote right now. What's going on, Sean? Thank you for coming to the stream. Hope you can make it for the fight night stream tomorrow. There's a poll in the chat right now. I need you to go vote no. I need you to go vote no, so I can say the majority agree with me. Yo, bantamweight deepest division. To be honest, agreed. Are you a fan of Eagle FC? Not really, man. I'm not a fan of signing these washed up guys and then trying to match them up with guys that are going to kill them. A la, Spong versus Bigfoot Silva. A la Diego Sanchez versus Kevin Lee. I'm dying. Thoughts on Lemos versus Andrade? It's a decent fight, but it has no excuse to be a main event. It has no excuse to be a main event. Disgusting main event, to be honest. I know it's a fight night card. It's a decent fight, but a main event? Ooh. Ooh. Not for me. Yes! Let's end this poll. Let's end this poll. Okay, guys. So there we go. It is settled. The majority agrees with me. No, yes, it did. 51% voted no. It says 48% voted yes, but it should be 49% because that doesn't add up to 100, but you get the point. 51% agree with me that Sean O'Malley winning before getting flash KO'd and stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. The vast majority agree with me. 51%. So whether it's a slim majority or not, the majority agree with me. Thank you guys who supported me on that poll right there. He landed 10 strikes. And that's all he landed. Rock and roll, Joey. Thank you, Vladimir Zek. Do you think the UFC will ever add different weight classes? I hope not. But it is what it is. Maybe the majority. waited an extra 30 minutes. Nah, come on, man. I mean, people weren't going to vote for it if they didn't agree with me. They weren't just voting for it to vote for it. I was just making sure they knew the poll was there. Dude, stop. What are we doing here? What is going on? The majority got begged. The majority won. My friend. I'm sorry, Warlord. You're gonna have to accept that you lost in this one. The people have spoken. The people have spoken. It doesn't matter how long the poll was. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. We're gonna get ready and end this stream soon. But we'll talk for a little bit longer. And I'll be on tomorrow night, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's going to be, before you know it, it's going to be here. But if you guys have any last few questions, you won? Yeah, okay. I didn't know that it was the main event. I'm actually not mad. They both have good finishing rates. Yeah, but dude, it doesn't belong as a main event. It doesn't. But it is what it is. I got Jack tomorrow. I got Sean tomorrow. But I think Jack is being underestimated vastly. I think Jack is being underestimated. If I had to pick a win for Jack, either submission or body shot TKO. He throws some hard body kicks. You won, Joey? Yes, I did. The vast majority voted with me. Or the slim majority voted with me. Whatever way you want to put it. UFC 271 is the next big card. Not tomorrow, but next week. It's Adesanya versus Whitaker too. You also have Cannonier versus Brunson on that card, as well as Tai Tuivasa versus Derek Lewis. What is more likely, Jones defeating Stipe versus TKO via TKO KO, or Stipe defeating Jones via TKO KO? I think Jones defeating Stipe KO TKO. There you go. Guys, I just wanted everyone to vote in the poll. Come on, we don't need to. Just because we lost the poll, you guys asked for the poll, and just because we lost by the majority, it's been chalked up to an anomaly. Sean O'Malley succumbed to his injuries. We can agree to disagree. And besides you begged for votes in the chat too. You told everyone to vote yes. Vote yes. Oh, guys, you're funny. I haven't got a main event right since Aldo versus Font. Oh, I've gotten... How many cards has there been since that? There's the Derek Lewis card I got right. There's the Francis Ngannou card I got right. I got the Giga fight wrong. And I think that was it. Congrats on 2K, Joey. 2K subs, Joey. Great stream. Thanks again, Tom. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching the streams. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking the videos. And if you guys, I never want fake. I don't want any fake subscribers. But if you guys know anyone who likes MMA content, send them my videos. Tell them to go subscribe to the channel. Only if they're going to watch. I don't want any subscribers, dead subscribers. I'd rather have 1,000 great subscribers who like to participate in the videos and the chats than to have 1 million subscribers who don't care about the channel at all. So that's why I appreciate you guys in these streams, Okay, we're getting a bunch of messages, so keep the questions coming. We'll go. Maybe we'll go 2 hours, but we'll see when the questions start to fade. It's getting late, getting very late. Besides you says okay, facts. I got Ngannou in the main event right, and Derek Lewis right, and Aldo. Agreed. I got all 3 of those rights, but I got Giga wrong. Joey's good for basically betting on the opposite of what he picks. No, I don't know what that means. What exactly does that mean? Let's see. And olives, I did get olives right as well. All chronicled on the channel. So it's not like I'm just bullshitting you. You guys can see the videos on the channel for yourself. Also, Poirier and Charles was after the Aldo fight. Okay, so I got that one right. Do you think Jones will still be a beast if he comes back, or do you think he'll be stiff at heavyweight? It's hard to tell, but my best guess is that he's probably really good, especially if he gets a big fight. Man, he fights to the level of his perceived competition. Told my homies about you. They dig the videos. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I usually miss the late night streams, but I'm up tonight and a little late, but I'm here. Yesterday and today have been random streams. French Fries asked me yesterday to do a stream. Tonight, Fast asked me to do a stream in the members only Discord. And, I just felt obligated. I had to get on here. It's always fun, Maybe I'm a little bit sleepy or whatever, but I get on here. We have these fun conversations. Last night, I was literally laughing my ass off when we were building the worst UFC fighter possible. French Fries at one point said Cody Garbrandt's chin and Sean O'Malley's legs. I was dying. What's the round of the year so far? I don't know, man. I don't remember. I do not remember. Maybe someone else can answer that for you. Fighting Stipe is probably the best thing for him. He can get the ring rust and still face a skilled for heavyweight who hits hard. Do you stream on Twitch or just YouTube? Just YouTube. I don't even know how to use Twitch. Do some people stream on both services? Fighting Francis without 100% timing is good for Jones. Yeah, I actually think, Francis could be an easier matchup for Jones than Stipe. I know that's a weird statement to make. I'm not committed to that 100%. But, Francis has that nasty power. He's shown decent wrestling, but he gets very tired. Maybe Jones, with his fight IQ, can circle around, chop the legs, win a decision. I'm going to get rid of this subscriber count now. I'm going to ask you guys, if you're one of the people watching who's not subscribed, go subscribe. A lot of people stream on both. Maybe that's something I'll have to look into in the future. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. I thought Twitch was... I know people stream on Twitch who aren't necessarily gamers, but isn't it majority gamers? I don't even know how Twitch works exactly. What did I miss about Chito Vera? Man, I really want to fill you in, but I've just said it so many times tonight. Basically the fact that Sean O'Malley got his legs chopped off and then flash KO'd with elbows and stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. I actually like Twitch more, but YouTube is more accessible. Maybe I'll look into that in the future. I don't know, man. If it can help grow the channel, I'm down for anything. Twitch is a great platform. Lots of just chatting channels. What does just chatting channels mean? What does that mean exactly? Fernando, you missed a lot, but I'll sum it up. Chito got lucky nerve kick. All right, guys, man. I think that does it for tonight. We're 10 minutes shy, a little over 10 minutes shy of going 2 hours tonight. 2 hours. Tomorrow, I will be live for Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. I mean, Sean Strickland versus Jack Hermansson. I'm so used to saying Sean O'Malley tonight. So, round of the year so far is Matt Favola versus Gennaro Velades. I don't know, though, because I feel like that was a one-sided beating. Guys, I need you to do me one favor before we go. Before we end this stream, I need you to do me one quick favor. I'm going to go get it for you real quick. Let's see if I can find it here. I am streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sean Strickland Jack Hermansson card. First off, like the stream. Like the stream if you haven't already. But do me a favor. I already have it scheduled on the channel. I want you to go to the stream I already have scheduled on the channel and go like the stream and set a reminder so you get a notification tomorrow when I do go live. Here's the link to the stream. Just go to that stream, like the stream early in advance, and set a reminder for tomorrow. And join me tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be streaming during the main card of UFC Vegas 47. Appreciate everyone who watched tonight. Appreciate everyone who asked a question tonight. Appreciate everyone who donated tonight. And last thing I'll say before I get off, and this might make me tear up a little bit, but Sean O'Malley got his legs chopped off and then was flash KO'd with ground and pound and then stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. Get some sleep. See you tomorrow. Go to that stream. Have a good one. Like this stream as well. Talk to you guys later.